What's going on, everybody? Long time no see. Yeah, I'm back, but it's not with a fishing video, but it's with fish. It's something pretty cool. Finally got my tank up and running the way I wanted it. Been a long time coming. Been neglecting it for a long time. Well, it's time has come where I started putting some money back into it. I got a lot of other fish that I plan on getting. I got another tank that I'm supposed to be going getting Saturday. Got to go to Homestead, go pick up a 300 gallon. Hopefully, it's supposed to be full setup, cichlids, substrate, lights, filter, stand, canopy, pumps, everything. It's $400, 300 gallon tank, 5-hour drive, 6 hours give or take, depending on which direction I go. But hey, I think it'll be worth it. Anyways, real quick, let's go over a few things. I've been absent. I lost 19 fish here in the last few days. I don't know what happened. It was in my turtle tank over here. I had a bunch of hybrid Texas and blood parrot cichlids from Sassy there. My blood parrot, I've had for 13 years. Had them over there, everything was going great. All of a sudden, they just started acting a little bit funny. So I did a water change, nothing helped. I don't know what was going on. Then I lost one of the fish. Then another one died. So I was like, do another water change. Changed the water on it, swapped over to the goldfish tank. Well, goldfish isn't there anymore. I'll get into that too. So swapped them over there. I've done a massive water change on everything, hoping that I could get whatever was going on out of it. I had them in the goldfish tank for, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 minutes while this was going on. I got my water done, swapped them back over. Well, overnight, had a catfish in there, speckled catfish that I caught out of a spillway. It was a wild caught catfish. I had him since he was about 6 to 7 inches long. He was almost a foot long at the time. He died. So it was something serious to kill a speckled catfish, wild caught catfish. Anyways, I also lost all the babies, the hybrids that were in that tank. There was 16 of them. Lost the Placo that I had since it was probably 4 inches long. It was a good, I don't know, 8 inches long at the time. It wasn't very pleasant. Only thing that lived in that tank was my turtle, thank God. Then, anyways, the goldfish, the next morning, I was over here doing work on my 210 and doing some water changes, cleaning filters and such, and went over to check the goldfish and didn't see the goldfish in the tank. So I was like, well, what happened to the goldfish? So I texted my wife, hey, did the goldfish die? No answer. So I'm looking around, couldn't find it. Looked under the tank, looked behind the tanks, all over the place, looked by the back door, and lo and behold, sometime during the day, the goldfish had jumped out of the tank, landed on the floor, bounced all the way in between the back door and Roomba over there, and was almost dead. So put her back in the tank. She was doing not so great. Started breathing, swimming around, ate for a couple days, lay on her side. Then started noticing some white slime, some weird stuff on her, like ick, wasn't ick, I don't know what was going on. Anyways, lo and behold, daggone goldfish died. So 19 fish within a matter of days. It was really sad. Thank God there was no money invested in any of those fish. Goldfish was a feeder fish that I just put in there to give the other goldfish at the time that was company, and that was a feeder fish. Goldfish lived for, I don't know, probably 6 years. Had a good life. So y'all can't really be mad at me. Anyways, to this tank here, let's go over everything real quick. So, a long time ago, I started out with a bunch of tanks over in Jacksonville, small tanks, and I ended up progressing, and we moved here. Lost a lot of fish and started neglecting my tanks because it was a real bummer. I lost a lot of expensive fish, lost a lot of money. Anyways, I'm getting restarted. So in this tank here we have some hybrids. That one there is a hybrid Texas blood parrot cichlid. So is that one. That's a red terror. That's a hybrid as well. A bunch of these are hybrids. That's a green terror, Chinese algae eater, another red terror. These are Geophagus savinis. Very beautiful fish when they get bigger. That is my Fahaka puffer. My blood parrot, my Jack Dempsey, another red terror. I've got 4 red terrors in here. That is an Obi peacock cichlid, which is an African cichlid. It was in a tank full of Mabunas. I don't know why. Hopefully they got their stuff wrong. Then I have a moray eel that is basically yep, right in there. Can't see him, but he is under that piece of coral there. Yeah, I have a super mixed tank. There's also a fire eel right there. You can see his head. So I have a super mixed tank. So if you have any questions about why I have so many different fish in here or how I do it, it's very simple. It's very easy. You can just comment at the bottom if you want. I'll answer any of the questions you have. The only problem that I have is the brown algae that's in this tank. I've always had a problem with brown algae. This tank is established. It's been up and running for a long time. I do have a new filtration system on it. I've got the FX6 running, which is a very great canister filter there. I have no complaints about it. Only complaint that I have is I wish you could fit more more media inside of that thing. I do want to get an extra FX6 to put on here. I know the FX6s say they're rated for tanks up to 400 gallons. Well, that's if you don't have a lot of fish stocked in your tank. But I do have a lot of fish, so there is a lot of bio load in this tank. I apologize, bio load in this tank. Lots of fish waste, detritus and things like that. So I like to keep a very good filtration system on the tank. I want to get one that's just strictly for flossing the water to make the water crystal clear, because as you can see, there's lots of little fine debris and particles that are still floating in this tank, and that is because this particular filter that I have on here right now has lots of biomedia in it for biofiltration. There is some Phosguard in there that was supposed to try to help with the brown algae, but that did not help. I don't want to knock Seachem or Phosguard or whatever it is, but that did not help. I'm not really satisfied with the results of what I added in there. I don't think I have any other chemical filtration in there, so it's just mechanical and bio filtration that's inside of that canister filter right now. So that is why I do want to get a second FX6 and put on here to make it basically just a flossing filter, and then load this one over here with nothing but biomedia, so that way I have the best bio filtration possible on this tank, so that way there's no ammonia spikes or anything like that. Real quick as well, a couple of things. These are some ammonia alert and pH alert things you can add to your tank to help you keep an eye on the ammonia spikes or levels and pH levels in your tank. This is straight for freshwater. Of course, this tank here is brackish. Yes, I did turn this into a brackish tank. You're probably saying to yourself, oh my god, you have all these cichlids in there and they're in brackish water, they're all going to die, you have too much salt. No, that's not the case. Your average cichlid can live in a brackish environment. You just have to acclimate them slowly depending on what region they're from and what store you got them from, depending on how well salted their tanks are, etc., etc. So yes, all of your cichlids basically can live in a brackish environment. I have had no issues with any of these cichlids at all acting any type of weird or funny or not eating anything like that. And my gravity level on this tank is 1.008, and I will show you in this video. Here we go. We're going to go with the hydrometer right here, and we are going to dip it into the tank. And you don't want to get any bubbles in here. You want to make sure that it's always rinsed with fresh water before you do it. And make sure there's no bubbles on the little hydrometer reader. Put it on a nice even surface level. And let's go read it real quick. And we are at... Ooh. We need to add some salt. We're at about 1.006. Alright, so I gotta add a little bit of salt to that. So anyways, like I told y'all before, the salt that I use is the instant ocean salt. So I'm gonna add a couple cups of salt to that, and we'll be good to go. Anyways, again, brackish tank, cichlids, eels, pufferfish, everybody's loving it. Yep, good to go. that I'm not lying. I'll take a video of it and you'll see. But we're gonna go over all the features of this tank real quick, trying to make it not too long. This here is a Higer power head. It's a HG 946 power head. It is really awesome. I'm sorry, I take that back. I apologize. I'm thinking of the air pump that I bought, the Higer air pump. This is a HG 042 wave maker by Higer. And then I have a W40 Uniclife wave maker in there. Fantastic. I have no complaints. I've had them up and running. Well, this one I just got today, but so far I have no complaints. That one I've had for a few days and I love it to death. The only thing that I can say about this that it doesn't come with is basically that filter sponge wrapper on it right there to keep any fish from getting sucked up in it, because it will suck some fish up because it is a very powerful wave maker. So if you have any small fish that can fit through those holes, highly recommend doing that right there. And that actually came with this Higer here, and I didn't use it on that because the holes are way far back here in the back, and I really don't have any problems with fish getting sucked up into this one here. It was that one there because it pokes out so far that fish swim around it, and the suction is so strong on that they can possibly get sucked up. I had a problem with fire eel almost getting sucked up, and it scared the crap out of me because that fire was not cheap. Anyways, so highly recommend putting a sponge on that when you get it. But yes, I do recommend getting either one of these pumps, and this one here I highly recommend getting. And if you do, I would use it for exactly where I have it here on the top of the tank, because you cannot angle it. The Uniclife, you can angle up and down and stuff, so you can use that one basically anywhere in the tank. It's really big, and I wouldn't recommend it for any tank less than 200 gallons because it is very powerful. You can use it for on a 150 because it does have a lot of settings. You can power it down to where it isn't so powerful, so probably 150 to 200. Anyways, this is the control board for the Higer 042 power head. Very big control board, but you know, it lights up. It has a lot of different features on there. We'll go over that later on in time in a different video. And we'll go over here to the Uniclife as well. This is the control board for the Uniclife. I love it. I'll show you all that in another video. So I got a filter sponge in here, or sponge filter, sorry. These are my temperature thermometer gauges, blah 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 blah. Sorry. No, anyways, this regulates my two heaters that I have in there. Those are both Eheims. Still trying to get them dialed in exactly how I want them. Not exactly sure if this temperature gauge is actually working correctly, but this is a digital thermometer that works fantastic. It's a top fin, got that from PetSmart. This is very old, still making sure that it's working right. If not, we go buy another one, no worries. So anyways, that's my tank. Yes, brackish water, and we'll go over all the details here in just one moment. Just a couple of things that I want to go over with you real quick. The salt that I have right here is some Instant Ocean, and then we'll get into doing the salinity level here in just a few moments. I'll be right back, and we'll get back to the video. And we're back. So anyways, if you like any questions, just let me know. I feed my fish different things, and lots of different things I like to feed them. My favorite fish in this hobby is the red terror. I'm not even gonna lie, there's a lot of different beautiful fish in this hobby. I'm not even gonna joke on that. There's too many different beautiful cichlids that you could get out there that is awesome in color. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I think the most beautiful fish in this hobby, as far as color goes and brightness and stand out, is the red terror. Right now you will not see that because they're still young, they're small, waiting for the females to pop in color. The Savinis are brilliant as well, don't get me wrong, but the red terror, I'm not even a fan of red, the color red, but those festies are amazing when they get older, and wow, color's just there. I don't know what is going on with that guy up there. He's kind of freaking me out. I think I might want to get him out of the tank because I don't want him spreading a disease. There's something going on with him that is freaking me out. I don't know if he's going to mess my fish up. So I'm going to get him out probably and put him in another tank. Anyways, real quick, we'll go here and we'll show you the other fish. It's like, oh, you can't, they're hard to raise, but okay, so these are my electric blue Jack Dempsey's. And looks like they are wanting to go to sleep. They are beautiful fish. They're, those I think are my next most favorite beautiful fish in the hobby. Electric blue Jack Dempsey's. Still want to get the electric blue cars. So anyways, I'm back on some videos here, irrigation systems and things like that. My lighting system here, these are Beamswork lighting systems. They're 91 watts a piece. They're 0.5 watts, and there is 180 something bulbs in there, 185 or 100 and something bulbs in there. Anyways, yeah, full spectrum, great for the tank. Only problem is I'm trying to get the green algae to bloom instead of the brown algae, and the plants won't grow because my puffer eats them. So anyways, if y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, please. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Sorry it wasn't a fishing video, but it is about fish and it's very educational. I keep educating you if you want to know more. Peace.